Alright, well, hello YouTube. This is going to be my first finance video, and the purpose of this video line, or this vlog, is just to kind of document how just the regular guy gets into buying stocks and playing the stock market. And I thought I would kind of document my processes weekly, and if anyone else finds it interesting or can learn something about it, great. So what you're seeing up on the screen now is the program I use. This isn't my brokerage account, but this is a program I like to use called StockSpy. And it's nice because it's got a lot of information. As you see over here, you can see all it gives me all of the news articles given for this particular stock every day, and those are handy. And then you can see up here that, so far I've got 3,000, a little over 3,000 bucks in my brokerage account. And as you can see, today I'm down 30 bucks. And since from inception, I am down 50 bucks. So basically I'm flat right now for all of my investments. And I've been investing since the beginning of December. These, as you can see, it says current holdings on the left, and these stocks from FTS down to KAT are what I currently own. And then I keep ones that I'm thinking about buying down here in this section in future buys. So what my biggest positions are Katanga, which you see up on the screen right now. And this program is really cool because you can see I bought it June 1st. I bought 500 shares at 45 cents. And then I went in again, 400 shares at 62 cents. It went up to 84, 85 cents. And then what you see here, people are starting to take a little bit of profits. I'm hoping this is going to end soon and it's going to kind of look like this, and then we'll continue the uptrend. Because really there's been no new news pertaining to this company. They're a cobalt miner. Mine shut down in 2015, and then in February Glencore bought out, I do believe, like 80% of their stock, so it's majority owned by Glencore Mining. And mine is set to reopen in Q4 of this year, and they've got the world's largest proven reserves of cobalt, which is going to come in really handy if this big electronic vehicle revolution takes place. And this stock should hopefully go back to somewhere around here when it was 20, 24, 22 bucks. That would be really nice, since I'm about 900. I own about 900 shares, and my current break even is like 53 cents. So this is my biggest position. And then I'm also heavily bought into Aurora cannabis, and you can see I've made 3 buys. Really, this was the stupid buy, riding the hype of legislation in Canada. And then I bought in kind of at this dip, which was okay off the beginning, and then it fell back down. And then I bought in at the bottom here, this was my big purchase of Aurora, 123 shares at 216. And now the stock price is hovering around, it's at 243. And this company is a really good company, can only go up from there. And my other big investment is in Aphria cannabis. And I think they're going to be, there's going to be sky's the limit on this one. I think it's going to go up to, I'm hoping, in the 20s. But as you can see, this was probably the worst investing mistake I've ever made before I really learned what I was doing. I bought in at the peak, and you can see it's done nothing but nosedive, and now it's starting to rally again. But yes, you can see by the green line, that's my break even. So we've got to hit, what is that, like 8.20 before I can break even on what I've bought of Aphria. Although I do plan on buying some more at the beginning of the month in August. What I do is I don't have a lot of free cash. I'm 37 years old and I've got a family. a full-time job, expenses, house, dog, bike, camper, just your typical guy. I like to put in about $300, or I have $300 a month budgeted to buy stock with, but that doesn't mean I don't put in more if I have some spare money kicking around. This is kind of my focus right now, is trying to make a little bit of money off the stock market. All these other stocks are stocks that I got into before: Aphria, Aurora, and Katanga, and these are more your safer. Like here's Royal Bank of Canada. These are here's Fortis Inc. These are more of your safer dividend-paying stocks, as you can see. You know, slow gainers, uptrend. This is Fortis, our electric company. Cameco, that's kind of a gamble on me. I bought in down here at the bottom, and I'm kind of betting on the uranium market coming back around. Not in the near term, but hopefully in the long term. As you can see, I bought in right here, and I made a little money off the beginning, and then, you know, the price of uranium, this whole curve has kind of been mirroring the spot price of uranium, and now it's kind of coming back a little bit here. So yeah, all these other stocks that I own, and I don't own a lot of them, as you can see right here. I only have 10 stock in Cameco. Royal Bank, I only bought 5, but you know, that was a $500 purchase for me. I like this one, Dream Global Real Estate. I bought in right here 20 shares at $9.17. I like the stock because they pay a 7% yield dividend, and you know, if you know, this year's looking good. They've kind of been flat since 2012 to now, but they just made a major acquisition. They're moving into the Netherlands. That's what is reflected in this big drop, since they had to raise a bunch of equity and they took on a lot of debt. And the Netherlands property package, from what I understand, isn't as stable or safe as the majority of their current real estate investments, or their real estate, which they invest heavily in Germany right now, or up until this point. Now they're starting to branch out, but I like having them because they're in the European market, and being in Canada, I don't really trust that the Canadian real estate market's going to pan out that well in the short term. So you can follow along on my journey. Mostly I'm going to be talking about what's going on with these 3 companies: Katanga, Aurora, Aphria, and I'll kind of just document my thought processes, like, should I buy some real estate? Should I buy this REIT this month? I kind of watch what they do, try to read a lot what they do. Their financial, or their Q2 is coming out here shortly. I like this StockSpy app because you get everything. You get all the news, everything that's documented on all your companies. You get to read up on for free. Well, I shouldn't say free. I think it was a $27 subscription, but you get a lot of good stuff. You can see all the stats for all the companies. You know, like Dream, 7.3 dividend yield, dividends per share, yada yada yada. Like I said, this isn't my brokerage account. I input my buys into this trade section, so then it can kind of keep track of how much money I'm gaining or losing. This number right here actually doesn't reflect dividends that are paid out. So actually, my brokerage account, I've got a little bit more on that just from the dividends that I've accumulated since December from all these other stocks. Sadly, Katanga, Aurora, and Aphria do not pay dividends, but my wife's legs hurt. That's awesome, honey. No, I'm not going to reply to you. Bye-bye. Hopefully she doesn't say anything compromising. Anyway, so this will be video 1 in the finance section. I'll throw my thoughts onto YouTube, and if anyone finds it interesting, awesome. If not, I still think it's pretty cool. So with that said, I shall see you